I just found out that Hindu astrology does not consider all the planets when they do astrological signs. I never knew. Now, I can tell you this. Over here in the northern hemisphere, the West, they call it, they have no respect for the divine feminine. They never did. They destroyed every system that did have a motherly or divine feminine system, and they gave you a patriarch. So their astrology is based primarily on the sun. So even if somebody on the northern hemisphere or western hemisphere offers you your reading, they're actually giving you like a sun interpretation of your moon sign. You need someone to give you a moon interpretation of your moon sign. I've always said that. The only difference is I told you to go to Hindu websites. I've always said this. Anybody that knows me knows it. I've said it hundreds of times. But I just found out recently that they don't consider the Hindu astrology does not consider the planets, all the planets. So again, any reading like that is going to be inaccurate. So I'm going to try to explain to you why you need your moon sign. And to keep in mind, this is my first time ever doing this because I honestly did not know. But it's still a fact, and I've always said you needed to get it read. But I always told you to just go to a Hindu website. But they don't do all the planets. Now, there's balance. This whole universe is about balance. That's why when you look on your natal chart, you tend to see two items usually. Not in every house, but in a lot of those houses you see two items. And really it's all about Mayat. If you understand what happened was the Divine Mother sent Mayat to create everything. Mayat created everything out of chaos, out of order. These are all facts. And like people in your world that rule your governments and things, they know these things. And that's one of the reasons why they have the power, because they know the knowledge that was taken from, say, the indigenous people or the earlier people that got overthrown. So you need the divine masculine, which represents the sun, your personality, your energy, possibly the spirit. But you, more importantly, need the moon sign. That's the motherly sign, because without mothers, there can be no birth. So she's the one that does the mothering, the nursing, the nurturing. And when you're talking about souls and twin souls and all that, that's coming from the motherly side. Even when you go to the house of family, the fourth house, that's the moon ruling over Cancer, which is your mother, your nurturer, your Imum Kweli. So the reason why you really want a specific moon sign analysis or reading, this is your hidden side, things going on in your subconscious, things that are hidden in your life, hidden, anything with past lives, emotions, even a lot of your psychic abilities. Most of that comes from the so-called water signs or the moon sign, and the moon is going to affect every single one of those water signs. Just like the moon used to be the ruler of Pisces, now it's Jupiter. Now the moon is the ruler of Cancer, and the moon has a very unique connection to Scorpio. Scorpio rules the 8th house. But this is reincarnation, death and rebirth, twin flames, twin souls. Everything going on in that 8th house, and that's an extensive house. You've heard me read it over and over again. But it's going to connect back to that moon. In fact, it's believed that when a person dies, their soul gets sucked to the moon, swiped clean of its memory, and sent back down. So we're right under a full moon, and like I keep trying to tell you, full moons is all about revelations. Now, I just recently did a natal chart, and it was something I didn't understand. So I went to a Hindu website to try to understand it, and that's when I learned they don't do all the planets. So we have a solar system over here in the north, but you really need a solar and a lunar system. And plus, I keep trying to tell you, up the street, a house burned down in January about 5-6 years ago. They're rebuilding it, but the people that are rebuilding it are Mexicans, and the trucks they're using, the company they're using to rebuild this house are Luna, which is the moon. So these are all messages coming with this full moon. Like, you either believe this stuff or you don't. I believe it because I see it every day. So It is what it is. So I'm just telling you why that has to be done. And it has to be done based on not just a belief system, but it has to be based on astrology is probably based on at least 9 planets, if I'm not mistaken. It has to be based on, it has to be balanced. The whole thing has to be Mayat. It has to be balanced. Anybody with wisdom knew that. So this reading I'm offering, how it works. Whatever your moon sign is, that's where we go. Whatever house your moon sign is, that's where we go. We may even see what type of moon, because you see me do this out here. If you're watching me on Archangel Revelations and Prophecies 444, sometimes you'll actually see me look, was it a full moon? Was it a, because all that matters. All that matters. Now, we take that birth information, then we go to the most current transit chart or space chart and what's going on in that house right now. Then we can also go to the moon house itself. Where's the moon at in the current transit chart? And we look at that as well. So that's a little bit more in-depth reading of your moon sign. Whenever I do your natal chart, it's on there. But it's just like any other house. You just go through it, explain what's there. But this is in-depth more. And I already explained why. So if you didn't get it or whatever, you can rewind and listen again. But it is important to you to know what's going on. Because what I'm trying to say, you're going to be blindsided. And especially with people talking about soul journey, life purpose, twin soul, twin flame. A lot of that's coming from the moon sign. Less than the sun sign. See, the mother is a high priestess on the tarot card. She's the moon. That's the mother. So she's got the secrets, the mysteries, and she's really discerning your whole course. But in the northern world, especially out here, I'm in Western Hemisphere in America, it's all about capitalistic mentality, like some sun sign machoism, meism, and egotism. And that's what I said. That's that aggression of the sun or the lion. But it's also got to be about the motherly side, the nurturing side, the patience. So I hope I made that clear to you why you need it. Now, that service I'm offering personally for $25 for now. Now, I'm telling anybody that's listening, you have to understand a lot of my prices have stayed consistent since I've been doing this. It's like 3 or 4 years. So they have to increase because everything increases. Because when I go shopping, everything increases. So I'm trying to tell you, get anything you need done so that you have it. At least you have it. Then if you choose to update it, which I do recommend it because things change, your houses change, you get updates. But that's totally up to you. But at least you have it. It's kind of like if you buy an artwork. As long as you got that artwork, you got it. Whether you want to hold it, whatever you want to do, you have it. But when you don't have it, and then all of a sudden you're saying, wow, I should have got it because you heard JC just make a song. He should have brought something, and he didn't. And if he had brought it, the turnaround was unbelievable. So with all your spiritual, your astro, your natal, all that is, especially with this full moon, it is 3:30. Look at that, 3:30 on March 31st, 2018. At 3:30, we're about to go into a full moon if it's not already in. I forget what time the moon started. We're probably already in it. So it was the full moon of March 31st. Everything's about to change, but I've been warning you guys. I've been telling you. I'm pretty much precise. I know what I'm talking about. Now, you've never heard me offer a moon reading because I was always doing it on the natal chart because I thought the Hindu astrology, I thought they handled it. But you're not really handling it if you're not even recognizing planets that do exist. So people are not getting the truth. And I know the East could care less about the divine feminine. That's why they never really talk about her unless they're trying to pimp her out and stuff like that. When I say the East, I mean us. I should have said the West. The Western Hemisphere, northern hemisphere, they don't care. I didn't mean to say East. So that's what it is. So hopefully some of y'all will get it, understand it. Again, stop it, play it back, or do your own research. But the bottom line is, for people that want to know what's going on and really want a full thing, I'm definitely advising you to get it. Because there's only so much I can do. Even when I do your charts, or if I update your charts, all I can do is go to your moon sign, what house is in it, tell you a little bit about it. But I can't go as deep as that because that's a totally different reading. That's what I want you to understand. All right. Now, all the information you need is in the description box. And you can always contact me. God bless.